Derrick Beeler, outdoor.
I'd like to welcome everybody into the broadcast today. Derrick Beeler Outdoors, joined by my co-host, songwriting extraordinaire, Mr. Dave Maggard. How's it going, Dave?
Oh, it's doing pretty good. We had a cross up here this morning to check the bear in, but otherwise it's warmed up pretty good up here in Kentucky.
Good deal up in eastern Kentucky. And we're joined, our special guest today is Lardo from the Moron brothers. How's it going, Lardo?
Uncommonly well. I'm doing good. We've got a break in the weather. Things is looking up. Birds are singing down here in this river bottom, and I'm happier than a hog need eating slop.
How about your twin brother, Lardo? How's he?
Burley?
Twin brother Burley. How's old Burley doing?
Well, he ain't doing too good. He called me last night and said he went to the doctor, and I said, what'd the doctor say? He said, the doctor told me I had amnesia. I said, how long you had that? He said, what? He's stupid. You can't even talk to him. His wife, I don't know if I'll say this or not, but she caught him peeing in the shower, and them people at Lowe's are still mad at him about it, boy.
Oh, man, goodness. You're a trapper and a fisher, and I know you do a lot of trapping down on that Kentucky River and over around the lake over there, and you fish in the summertime up and down that Kentucky River there around High Bridge, Kentucky. Tell us a little bit about the winter trapping, how you've been doing with that this winter.
Well, I started off good. I caught a nice bobcat, big bobcat early on, and then I called one in with a collar, shot it, and I've got, 4 or 5 coyotes, I guess, a couple of otter, and I'm going to say maybe 40, 50 coon, and probably a dozen muskrats, and probably half a dozen beavers or so. It ain't really what I haven't already caught up down through here. I've educated to the point to where they know the sound of my motor.
They know when to run, in other words.
Yeah. Every trap that I set is it's either a conibear trap or it's a drowning rig. And that way when I get there, the animal's dead. He don't suffer, you know. I don't set no traps up on dry land like that, because I wouldn't want to be sitting there all day waiting on somebody to come with a foot in a trap. So I try to be as ethical as I can about it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What about fishing? How's the fishing doing down there on the river?
Well, it was doing pretty good. Back we had that real bad cold spell. I've been catching a few crappie, and I picked up a sauger or two here and there. I really done good on flatheads back in the summer and spring. My mama, she loves flathead catfish. She won't even hardly eat no other kind of fish, and I put out some jingle lines and, of course, fish with a pole and bluegill or whatever. And the biggest one I caught this year was 38 pounds. But now I caught one last year, weighed 57 pounds. I've got a picture of it in my banjo case. I'll show you if you're over at Meadow Green Park when we play over or something. I'll show you.
All righty. I'll be looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I posted it on the webpage, 57 pounds. They asked me over at church what I caught him on. I told him I caught it on a baby groundhog hooked in the nape of the neck, but it wasn't really. I caught it on bluegill.
Oh, my goodness. What about, how's your yacht doing down there on the river?
Oh, the shanty boat's doing fine. I was just getting ready to go down on it here in a few minutes. And took it down the river and stayed in it about 2 weeks back in December, and right before Christmas, and got up one morning down there. I was way down the river by myself trapping, and I got up one morning, and it was a warm kind of a day, and there was a big old, I guess it was a water snake or some kind. It had a dead muskrat in its mouth, rolled off that porch. It was a big one. I ain't lying this time, Dave.
Well, Derrick, are you taking all this in?
I'm getting it all in. I'm back here just taking it easy.
Just sitting there taking it easy.
I bet he's saying that man, he lies more than politicians.
There you go.
Now you ought to see him and his twin brother together on stage, Derrick.
I'd like to come see him sometime. We'll get him on the TV show sometime.
Yeah, we need to get him on the TV show and just have some fun with him. I'm telling you.
We was on Tucky Field several times. Last time we was on there, we was bass fishing over on Harrington Lake, and believe it or not, Burley caught more than anybody. And he don't even fish that much. He fishes around for the remote control and hunts for something to eat. About all he does. But he said he told him on Kentucky Field. He said, "Yeah, well, they call me the Bassmaster." And I said, "No, it sounds like Bassmaster. That ain't what we was saying." But he's a mess. That boy is.
If you haven't seen these fellas, go to YouTube and look up the Moron Brothers, and I'm telling you.
Get anything we got to there if you go to the MoronBrothersStore.com or just look up Moron Brothers Bluegrass on Facebook, any of that stuff. I get on there as much as I can, but up to last year, closest thing to the internet that I could get was a internet I had down there in the boat.
Can't go wrong there.
We got it piped in down this river bottom.
Well, you told me earlier that you were working on a new song.
Yeah.
Sing, Derrick, just a little bit of that song.
I was up in the tree stand. I had a problem getting up in that tree stand, deer hunting. I've noticed I'm getting a little bit older, but something's happened to my body over the years. And I just can't do what I used to do, you know. And I got to thinking, out of breath, sitting up there, and I got my bow hung up in the tree and everything. I thought, man, I'm just fat and out of shape from my waist up to my head. From my waist down, I'm pretty good shape. I really don't feel that bad. Seemed like it happened to me overnight. I don't know what it did. I'm just fat and out of shape from my waist up to my head. Now, women folk are just the opposite. As they mature in life, from their waist down, they get bigger around, but from their waist up, they're all right. You can't talk to them about it. It only makes them mad. How they feel they is out of shape from their waist up to their head. Now, the doctor says eat more fiber, eat more salads, eat more fiber and such. And who's got the time to exercise besides that hurts too much? They got pills and medicine for everything. They need to think about old Dad, because we're just fat and out of shape from our waist up to our head. Now, I think I'll go on a half a diet. Don't want to lose no more in my legs. They get wore out packing the upper part. It just keeps getting big. Last year, I wore a bathing suit to the beach. Boy, did I take a licking. Some little boy laughed and told his mama, "Look, that man's riding a chicken." I'm going to get all that tweaked out and get it down to music. It affects a whole lot of people. It's kind of a...
Sounds like me, the older I get, those things start happening.
Yeah. We've got the number one. There was a bunch of bluegrass disc jockeys. We sent out a prime cut years ago, and it come out of Washington, D.C. there. Some big bluegrass disc jockey voted the number one worst bluegrass song in all of history. We wrote it and done it. I'm proud of it.
Proud of it?
Yeah, it's called Sticky Situation, where Uncle Ben swallowed his false teeth.
Tell us, Lardo, where all are you on the internet? How can people get contacted and get up with the Moron Brothers?
The best way is just you got to put the Moron Brothers Bluegrass. If you don't put the there, believe it or not, there's another group up in Canada called the Moron Brothers, but they're a rock and roll young bunch of guys. That ain't us. But
so it's the MoronBrothers.com.
Moron Brothers. Yep, and you can get all of our product. We got baloney hats and T-shirts and 5 albums, 2 DVDs. And
do you still have your tour bus?
I've still got it. It's sitting down here in the yard, but it's. I built a box on the backs of it because it rusted so bad, and I just built it out of cedar wood. But the front of it's run rusted bad now, the main frame, and but it's sitting down here in the yard. I'm afraid to get it down on the road anymore. It's just rusted so bad.
I'd like to definitely thank you, Lardo, for coming on the Derrick Beeler Outdoors radio program today.
Well, I appreciate y'all calling me. Appreciate you having me. I'd like to do a TV show with you boys. We'll go down the river on the shanty boat. I'll show you how poor people live.
We'll get that worked up and get it scheduled.
Yeah, man, we'll do that for sure. I look forward to doing that. That shanty boat is some more vessel. Yeah, we'd like to thank you for being on the show, Lardo, and we look forward to working with you some more sometime in the future.
Oh, we will. We'll hit it off. Me and you songwriters, Dave. we'll come up with something good. I know we will. Thank y'all for having me.